rotator cuff rehab type exercises. So I encourage you to um, join in with me or use these later. Honestly, guys, everybody can use this because we're all reaching, grabbing, moving, I mean, using our shoulder and arms. So whether or not you work out or not, these are good for you. And I'm going to be demonstrating. Now, I'm using the spry bands today. So you see me use these bands. You can also use the flat bands if you like. So if you have those flat bands that are kind of long, then that would work as well. Hey there, James. Good to see you. Thanks, everybody. If you are on, say hello. Say hello in the comments. And again, this app is HAPS. So if you're watching over on Periscope, click the link in the bio and come on over to HAPS. Download the app. It's a lot of fun, and it is a multi-streaming platform. So I can be live on Facebook. So you can find me at Beth River Fitness, YouTube, as well as Twitter and Twitch, which I just set up my account on Twitch. I have no followers. I might have one or two by now because a couple of people and I have connected, but let's get together and please subscribe. So let's start. So let's just do kind of a little shoulder, like warm up. Thank you so much. And look, guys, I'm telling you, everybody can use this. So just, even this, look, just kind of stretching out and moving the shoulders. Be careful. Take even this kind of warm-up movement at your own pace. So I'll show you what a side view is, just, swinging and crossing the arms. So our shoulders are, diarthrodial joints. So there's a lot of range of motion here. And so that makes it easily injured to the other side. So easily injured. So think about, not only sports and activities like racket sports or golf or, all that, but just your activities of daily living, how you're using your arms and shoulders. And if you've ever had a rotator cuff injury or surgery, let me know in the comments if you want, or feel free to ask questions. So now let's do this. Let's go the other way, like we're swimming. Let's do it like this, swimming. Hey, James, thank you so much for the high five. I appreciate you. So swimming, and then backstroke. Let's do backstroke. Backstroke. So think about that too. If you're a swimmer, that's, again, you have to keep flexibility in these joints, in the shoulder, and then also continue to make them strong. And there's 4 rotator cuff muscles that help with your range of motion and stability of that joint. And that's what I'm going to show you right now is how to make those strong. So thanks for coming in. Hey, OMG. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. It's good to see you guys. So leave me a comment. Ask some questions if you wish, and let's start. So you'll have a tubing, whether it's the flat tubing or a tubing like this. And the first exercise that we're going to do is you're just going to hold the tubing like kind of halfway, and you're going to hold it at your waist and let this one part dangle down. You're going to keep, you can hold the handle. You can hold the handle if you want to. We're going to do an external rotation. So remember, this is rotator cuff. This is the main rotator cuff that gets injured typically when people have a rotator cuff tear or strain or some type of injury. It could be a partial tear or a complete separation. Is the supraspinatus. That is the rotator that typically gets injured. We've got supraspinatus, infraspinatus, subscapularis, and teres minor. Those are the rotator cuff muscles, but the supraspinatus is the one that is most commonly injured. Now I'm going to turn to the side and show you. So I'm just holding this at my side, kind of anchored down, and then I'm just doing the external rotation. And I could have this in the door as well. So if you have the door attachment, you could have that in the door, and then you're doing like this. Okay, so right here. So let's keep going with a few more. You want to do high reps. You know, high reps is good. You're going to feel that burning sensation. I mean, this is already getting to be a challenge. Just get 5 more. Hey, Salvador. Thanks for being here. Oh, I'm really feeling it. Okay, let's switch. Oh, wow. Okay, so shake it out for a second. And let me know if you guys have had any kind of shoulder issues in the past. I hear that the rotator cuff surgery is a real doozy. Really, any kind of shoulder surgery can be, because you have to kind of stabilize that arm for a while, and then that makes it difficult to get around and do just activities of daily living. So it's something to think about. To even do these exercises, even if you don't have a problem. That's called prehab. So we want to do prehab. And I've been doing a little bit of rehab on my left shoulder, so that's why I've been doing these a little bit more, and it's really working, like fast. So I just kind of had a little strain, not really not a tear or anything that I know of. So, okay. Hey, Pablo from HAPS. Hey, Pablo, I was just listening to your broadcast that you were on a 20-mile bike ride somewhere beautiful out in California this weekend. I guess that was Sunday. So, thanks for being here. And rotator cuff exercises, Pablo, real important. I'm showing some prehab exercises. So, you want to stay strong so that you don't have an issue and have to do rehab. So we do prehab, right? Okay, so I'm really feeling this burn with this external rotation. You can see how my elbow's staying in. Let's do a few more. I mean, the elbow's coming out a little bit, but that's okay. Big Cubs. Hey, Bo. Thanks for joining. I'll make sure and subscribe to you. Yeah, hey, I recognize you from Periscope. Awesome. I've been wanting to connect with you guys. So, guys, say hi if you're on Periscope. Oops. Okay. So that I can see you, because right now I can't see everybody that's on HAPS, and we want to follow each other. So please, if you are on Periscope, come on over. What are you waiting for? Get on over to HAPS and subscribe and connect and support your favorite broadcasters. Now look, let's watch the window. So look what I'm going to do. I'm just going to hold it here at the end instead of holding on the handle. I'm just going to hold the band here. And again, if you have one of those flat bands, you can do that too. Might hurt your hand a little bit with trying to hold it, but so you can see I'm just holding the band here, and then I'm washing the window. Wash the window, so it's a rotation, and that will help with the rotator cuff. Let me show from this direction. Wash the window. Okay. You don't want it to be like this. See, there's no tension on the band. You've got to keep it pretty taut and keep it kind of tight. And then you can go the opposite direction. So we rotate the other way. You might feel this direction feels more awkward to me. So, oh, wow. It's working. It's working. Okay. 5, 4, abs tight. 3, 2, wow. 1. Oh, okay. Okay, so this is exercise number 2. Let's go to the other side. And let's see, you broke your left clavicle. Oh gosh, separated it. Oh gosh, torn rotator, and there are exercises there. Okay, yes, definitely. So that external rotation. I'm going to be showing just tubing exercises today. There's definitely some you can do with the free weights on the floor, And stick around for a few minutes if you can. I'm going to show you another real important one for the subscapularis. I'm not sure if you know which rotator that or which rotator cuff muscle that you tore. Now look, guys, when I switch to the left side, this feels so awkward. And I can't, so see that left side, I want to make sure, we love for both sides to be equally strong and it feel natural on both sides, but I'm not left-handed and the left side's weaker, and so this feels really awkward. Oh, goodness. Okay. I can't even hardly make a full circle. Okay, rest, and then I'll go the other direction. Now, the separated clavicle, yeah, gosh, I hear that. That's real painful. I think that's just a lot of rest to get that to kind of go back to being healed. I'd have to look that up. I had a friend who broke hers one time, but I have no idea what she had done to repair. Okay, so here we go. Gosh, am I going the opposite direction? Yeah, okay, so this was, all right, this one feels a little better, but boy, it's hard. Gosh. Washing the windows. Okay, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. And guys, you can do these easy at home. Do this, standing and watching your favorite broadcast. Since we don't watch TV, right? Since we don't watch TV and we're watching broadcasts all the time, do these while you're watching something and make the time go by a little faster and just make it more easy to do, because a lot of times we overlook some of these muscles that are super important because we can't see them, right? It's not like we can see the arms or our legs. We want to be able to see results right away. And so the rotator cuff, we just kind of don't get that pump, but these are the most important things. So look, this is another good one. Now, sometimes I do this with free weights where I'm lifting both arms like this at the same time, and I do that a lot in my classes. But you can do a single arm, thumbs up, and so that's why you could grab by the handle, but you still want to do thumbs up. You don't want to do palms down because that rotates the shoulder a little bit like this, just a tad. So if you go thumbs up, we stay in the proper alignment to work the rotator cuff and strengthen here. Okay, so let me go. So it's kind of like if I were making a V, like this. Okay, so I'm starting with one arm, and then so it would be the left arm, and then I'm going to be using the right arm in just a second. And I'll show you the next one, and then we'll do it on the other side. So just thumbs up and staying tight, staying up straight. High reps. I'm not sure how many I've done because I'm talking a lot, but okay, so let me do a few more. 4, 3, 2, 1. And if you saw my broadcast from, gosh, it'd be a week though now at least, I did some other shoulder exercises other than this. Now, for this next one, I'm going to grab it right here because I just like the way that it feels better for me to do a thumbs up. So I'm going to do a thumbs up again and watch this. I'm going to go take a hike, okay? So take a hike and get out of here. All right, so I'm doing my thumb back and then coming from right in front, the left hip, and then going over the shoulder. If you need to make it a little looser, you can just step out and give yourself more material, okay, more tubing on this other side and go across. If you want to make it tighter, then you just step in a little bit and make it tighter. So I'll do about right here. Abs tight. It's getting hard. Maybe I need to loosen it up a little bit. All right, so here we go. Okay, yeah. I've been using the yellow band quite a bit, but I'm moving up to the green right now for these particular exercises. So you're not going to want to do a super heavy band, okay? You might need a little bit lighter tubing. Okay, and then trying to keep stable everywhere else. It's like I want to almost go like this. So to compensate, so trying to stay really strong and straight. We need 2 more. 1 and 2. That's it. Okay, so next I come, let me think. What am I going to do? Okay, so because this arm is tired from doing this one, I'm going to start with the over the shoulder on the other side. That's right. And then I'll go back to this one on this side. Okay, does that make sense? Shoulder. Okay, you separated your shoulder. Okay, so I guess that's what you're saying, your shoulder. You're still here instead of your clavicle. Okay, so now we're going to take a hike, thumbs up, over the shoulder. Over the shoulder. And think about how much that we, reach back and grab something, or, we're reaching, we're sitting in our car seat, and we reach back to grab something with the arm, and then all of a sudden, if you're not careful, then it's things like that that cause people to get injured, like easy little things that we do all the time, and we're like, wow, I can't believe I hurt myself. Just reaching, around the couch, or reaching, behind the chair, or reaching, over the back seat, and then all of a sudden, we've hurt ourselves. So this was really tight. This green band is harder. Okay. All right. So whoa. Let's go 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. All right. Now stay here, and now I'll go to the opposite arm and go to the scaption. That's what this is called, scaption, right here. So like I said, I do it a lot of times with both arms. And there's a lot of rotator cuff exercises that you can do, like I said, even with weights, and making sure thumbs are up right here. But the tubing works really good, guys. The tubing is one thing that I encourage you to add, and again, you can do it right at home. Right at home. Hello, welcome. Thanks for coming in over on Periscope. I think you are. Come on, make sure you come on over to Hats. Periscope is transitioning quickly. Guys, there's like 30 hours left. Dean, okay, good. Dean, hey, I'm doing the shoulder scaption with the band. Ooh, this one's getting tough fast. All right, 4, 3, 2, thumbs up, and 1. Oh, okay, so, okay, let's do a stretch. So one way to stretch, and this is also a way to kind of determine if you might have like a tear or something. If this position is like seriously painful, then you might have some kind of a tear. If it's tight, that's okay. I mean, and the tightness can cause a little bit of discomfort or pain, but it's not the same as like a tear. So you just have your right hand behind the back, and you can see it's going to stretch right here, And then this side, when I put this arm back, guys, I was so tight over here when I first started doing these exercises because I kind of strained myself and wasn't stretching enough. And so I've been working on this, and it's already a lot of results in 2 weeks even, so, or less than 2 weeks. So I encourage you to try these. And then just, even if you right now just do this test and see how tight you feel with putting your hand behind your back. You can put it kind of at your low back. You can see if you can walk the hand up some, but just see how this feels. Hey, Rick. Thanks for coming in. Thank you so much for the high five. I'm working on the shoulder again using the tubing. Real simple stuff people can do at home. And, guys, this isn't just for people to exercise. This is for everybody. We all have shoulders, and we all have rotator cuffs, and we all are at risk for injury, just innocently reaching or grabbing for something. And so you want to try to do this kind of thing before you have a problem. Now let's do one more. So on this one, you could just choke up on the band like this, and then we're just going to go here and pull it to the chest, and then you're going to squeeze the shoulder blades together. So this is another good one that if you have that long flat band, you can do that. I often have people do like this so those aren't dangling around. So, hold it like this and then just pull. But it's not putting pressure on my hands. So you guys make sure to follow Rick because he broadcasts daily. Follow Rick, and if you broadcast on here, on HAPS, let me know. But if you're looking on HAPS right now, give Rick a strong follow immediately. So you're just pulling this to the chest and then squeezing the upper back muscles. This is more of a scapula, shoulder blade stabilization, but you're also getting some of that external rotation. And you just pull that band to the chest. Like I said, do these exercises just when you're watching a TV show or if you're watching a broadcast. It makes it a little easier to get this stuff done because I know these seem kind of boring. You feel like you're not really doing a lot as far as calorie burning, but remember, if you're suffering through a shoulder injury, you're not going to be doing a lot of working out and certain moves anyway, or a knee injury or a hip injury. Okay, that's enough. So that's why it's important to take even 10 minutes, 15 minutes to do this kind of stuff, okay? Because rehab exercises work, and oftentimes people say it doesn't work, but a lot of times people will have an injury and they'll go to rehab and it'll be working for them, but rehab sends you home with exercises to keep doing after rehab, and that's when it really, really, really keeps working for you. The people that don't get the results either maybe went to somebody that didn't give them good information, or they just quit doing it. They go to rehab and they think, well, I'm out of rehab for 4 weeks, and so now I'm good and everything should be fine. But the goal is to continue at least periodically to do these exercises at home, whether it's for your back or whatever it might be, so that you can stay recovered and well. And eventually you do them a little bit less or whatever, and then just kind of touch up. But it takes a little bit of time. And most rehab programs send you home with exercises to keep doing on your own, right? Anybody? and then when you don't do them, that's why it doesn't work, because it just doesn't work anymore. Finally, someone will turn. Okay, okay, so that's why we're leaving Periscope. Got to watch the replay. Shoulders do bother me. Yeah. Rick, I was doing a lot of the external rotation. This is a good one with the band, and then I was doing the windshield wiper. and then the other two like that. I was just all with tubing. So definitely, and like I said, if you guys have that long tubing, that the flat band that will work too. You just have to, be able to grab it with your hands. A lot of people kind of bothers their hands, but yeah. And then as far as stretching, definitely go ahead and do this one. And a good shoulder stretch is just to go ahead and bring your arm across, and then try to keep the arm straight, and then just put some pressure above the wrist, and try to keep the torso and the body straight forward so that you feel kind of an opening right here and stretch. You can do this one too, but you can get more. Feels just kind of like more in the joint and a better stretch with this arm a little straighter, I found. Hey, Vanita. Hey, Vanita, do you have a tubing? If you guys want to come up and do it with me, I can try to add somebody on real quick. Anybody want to try it? Okay, so we're on the other side. On the other side. And then, hey. And then also, reach up and give yourself a pat on the back. And then this is really like a tricep stretch, but it's still a range of motion in the shoulder. And just see how you feel. Okay, you're at work. Okay. So look, just push back. Yeah, it's kind of probably work time for a lot of people. So right here. And there's a lot of other exercises too that you can do for just joint stability, isometric type exercises where you're like if I were standing up against the wall and I'm pushing my elbow back into the wall, that's shoulder stability. If I'm standing at a wall and I've got my fist against the wall and I just push into the wall, that's creating tension and that isometric contraction in the shoulder. So those are other good ones. And also, if I'm standing against the wall right here, okay, and I've got my whole arm against the wall and I'm just pushing and generating that isometric tension, those are all good, guys. And that's like easy. That's something you can do just standing with no equipment. The only thing it takes to do those is just you doing it, because they are kind of like, okay, but just, 5 seconds, push into the wall. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. So you're still generating that tension in the muscle, just kind of like when you're doing a plank exercise and doing that isometric hold. That's what that is. Okay. Hey, Janet. Did have tubing, but you can't find it now. So these are really easy to order on Amazon. Any of these guys, or you see this stuff everywhere. The flat tubing. Oh, thanks, Bo. Well, I've been working out for a good while. So I've been working out. I've been in the fitness industry for about 22 years now as a personal trainer and group trainer. I do a lot online now, guys. So weight loss. I've been doing that online about 10 years or so, and in person, of course. But now, with everything going to Zoom and at home, I'm really doing a lot here online, and some with in person. But I started lifting weights, I guess. I started out as a cardio junkie, so I started out doing only cardio a long time ago, and I was doing the cardio so that I could lose a few pounds. And I wasn't really losing weight. That wasn't really what kept me going to do cardio. It was the stress relief and the better sleep and relieving, anxiety and relieving all of that. And so that is what made it become a habit and a lifestyle for me. It wasn't that I lost weight and gotten all this great shape or anything. It was just the fact that I could tell that the cardio was helping me to get out energy, helping me to get out, stress, or any anxiety and that kind of thing. And so that's what got me addicted, so to speak, to exercise. And then later, I started doing more weight training. And so once I started doing more weight training and cleaning up nutritional habits that I've had for years, I started seeing more results with muscle gain. And I have lost some muscle. But I'm over 40, so you do start to lose a little muscle. I am working now to eat more protein so that I can hold on to muscle. And I don't want to lift super heavy, so I do anywhere from like 12 to 15 repetitions. And in my class, some of my classes, I do a little bit more because it's more endurance exercise. So, but thank you. If you guys have any questions about fitness, let me know. I work with all kinds of people, but I don't work with like bodybuilders or that kind of, they're athletes. It's mainly people that are looking to get into better shape. Maybe you've never exercised before. Maybe you've exercised before, but you haven't in a while, or you're exercising now and you're looking to maybe take it up a notch. That's the kind of thing I do. Gain muscle, lose body fat. I use free weights, bands, balls, the stability balls, and that kind of stuff a lot. You've probably seen me on that. Bosu Dome, outdoor workouts. So, anyway, thank you guys. Oh, I thought I was 25. Well, thank you. And I drink a lot of water. That's one thing that can keep you youthful. But exercise, guys, keeping that blood flowing, moving around more. We're super sedentary right now. And myself, I have been even more sedentary. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it. I have been myself even more sedentary this past year just because I'm not getting out moving from place to place as much. And, my workouts have changed some, but I try to get outdoors. I was doing a skating broadcast on Sunday. You got to go back and check that out if you get a minute, where I was out rollerblading. I don't always do that, but I might start doing that a little bit more since we're on HAPS. And, Mike, I hope that you'll come over on to HAPS. Where are you going to be? Yeah, I really hope you guys will come on over to HAPS, because I love all you guys too over at Periscope. And there's only like 32 hours left in Periscope, so I have been watching some scopes, just kind of checking in with people. I'm going to go through some of these again while we're still on. So if you want to watch, let me go ahead and use the green one again. We get a second set in for a couple of them. Yeah, HAPS TV. Yeah, so Bo, I'll subscribe to you. But there's like 32 hours left, and I've been watching some of the broadcasts. And but a lot of people I used to watch are gone. They left a while back, and a lot of it's kind of just drama and wasting time. But I've just been having a little bit of fun with it the past few days because since it's ending, or transitioning, whatever. I'll still be on Twitter Live, I guess, but if you're not following people, I mean, it's not going to be like you can scroll through like it will be on Periscope. I mean, I'm following a lot of people on Twitter, but they don't all go live, so I don't know how that's going to work. But you can find me, Beth Hoover Fit, on Twitter, and Beth Hoover Fitness on Facebook and Instagram. And I just set up a Twitch profile. I'm not into gaming. At all, so I was wondering if I should even set up a Twitch profile. But I am going to follow a couple people that are going over there, or I've followed about 3 or 4 people already. And I'll go ahead and hit HAPS. I should have done that before this broadcast. I'll go ahead and hook Haps up to Twitch and see if anybody comes over and follows me on Twitch. I think I had 0 followers. I think Sam was going to go follow me. But Beth River Fitness over on Twitch. I didn't set that up initially because I thought it was like mainly just gaming, but I saw some fitness people over there when I looked at fitness. I thought, well, then I could do that. So. Oh, okay. Thanks, Bo. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Thank you so much. So, yeah, I don't know. Um, they're definitely making a lot of changes with hats right now. So things are changing, and there might be a rush of people even after tomorrow that are trying to get on hats. So, okay. All right, that's good. Ooh, yeah. So I can feel this stuff, guys. It is working. It is working. Um, I have a question on Messenger. Okay. Are you on Facebook? Okay, I guess you're on. Maybe that's Facebook. I thought that was Periscope. And then let me do this one again, and then I'm going to hop off. So this was the one where you pull to the chest. And really, when I do this one, this is this scapula stabilizer. I like to even add other stuff in it. You could add a squat and then like a stand, make it a little more cardio, like if I was doing a class or something. So this kind of stuff. If you don't want to do that right now, you can, again, just keep working on this. I'm going to squeeze the shoulder blades together. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and then bring the band back forward. And notice I'm keeping tension on, this is no tension on the band, this is tension on the band. So I'm keeping tension on the band the whole time. You can pulse. Ooh. Yeah, so just endless possibilities, guys. Oh, okay, that's enough. Ooh. All right. Really, you should be able to, are you on Haps right now? Because if you're on Haps, you should be able to click something to subscribe right here on the app. But turn off camera, hide comments. Okay, so let me see. Let's do a test. And we'll see what happens. Okay, so there's my comments. So then you can click that, my name, and you should be able to, it might take you, it's kind of, subscribe. It doesn't do anything. Okay. They're making changes. Maybe when the broadcast ends, you can go back and look and subscribe. I'm not sure because again, they're making. Okay, yeah, it's showing you just subscribed. So somehow you got it. There's a little bit of a learning curve with using Haps, and since they're making a few changes right now, that is creating more, learning curve. And I'm on an iPad. So I don't have I'm not doing all the fancy stuff like a lot of these other broadcasters are that have a laptop and, the desktop going and all that. I'm just right on my iPad, guys, or my iPhone. It's super simple. You don't have to have all that. You don't have to do all of that. There's still a lot. You can still add guests even on the mobile device, but there are some things that you do need to use a laptop for. But right now I don't have that. My laptop is not that good, and so I don't even want to try it because it'll just probably be not very good. Oh yeah. Oh, you were able to subscribe only off my comment. Well, yeah, hopefully they'll get that fixed. Yeah, I didn't think that you were upset. Just that they want to make it easy to be able to subscribe to people because I'm having a little bit of a hard time finding people on Hacks. You know, but every once in a while, there is a place where you can go and find people, and they're actually breaking it down into categories, so they're getting that together. And every once in a while, I'll see in my feed, it'll say people you may know, and it's some people from Periscope, or maybe people that I have common followers with, or something. So they're definitely um, making a lot of changes. Okay, so Frank, good to see you. Joined late, rehabbing rotator cuff injury. 2 weeks, couldn't lift my elbow at all. Okay, and now you're 60% better. Okay, good. So, oh, you need some more advice? You got to go back and Frank says vodka, maybe a shot, right? Go back and watch the replay. Let me know how it's probably, like I said, the most common. I'll go ahead and show y'all since we're still on. Let me see what time it is. Okay, so real quick, I'll show you a couple other things. But Frank, you're going to have to go back and watch the replay to see the tubing exercises because I was doing all the external rotation and the windshield wiper and scaption and scapula stabilizer, and a rear delt. Do you know if you have injured the subscapularis, or do you know which rotator cuff? They probably don't tell you. That was your first treatment. Okay. So look, I'll do these since I am, let me just try it on the couch, okay? Because I can rotate. So this is the other thing that you guys want to do. And usually my broadcasts are about 30 minutes, but I'll show you guys a little bit more since I have some people in here that are having problems. Over the top of the cup. Okay, so I'm not sure. That might be the top. That might be the subscapularis. So here's what I'm going to do. I've already got my weights over here. So see, I've been doing these just like over the weekend. I've got a 2 pound and a 3 pound. So you don't need a lot of weight. You could even use a can, or a can like of beans, or a can of soup, or a water bottle, or no weight. All right. So again, start slow. So guys, don't think that you're going to do 10 pounds right away on these. Okay. And if you are, you want to start slow anyway, so that you will know, what you should be using. So let's move this up. I'm going to try to do this pretty quick, so you guys hang in. All right, so let's go right here. So see, you can see the couch still there. And then what you want to do, you can do this on the bed or something too. And you're going to get here. And then you're going to start. I did it last week on the ball, but I had to stabilize myself on the ball. But not everybody has a ball, so I'll show you here. Look, thumbs up, palm down. Now, if you start with no weight, it's like this. No weight, like this. Okay, from here. Letting your shoulder, your arm hang all the way off, and then lift out, and your thumb is pointing forward. Then you would go, then I've been coming over here and doing it on the other side. I won't do the other side right now, but I'm going to show you one more. That's exactly what would be near impossible. Oh, okay. Well, and you might try this and see if you're having a lot of pain, and see, you might have a tear. If you have a real tear, then, and look, your range of motion might be different on this one, like this, it might be here. It doesn't have to come up this high, but you just want to see. Now, here's the next one. Thumb is pointed in now towards the couch. Lift up. See how I come up to a right angle? I need to move this pillow so I can try to get flat. There we go. So here, and and then do that external rotation, and then come back down and then drop. So it would be up, external rotation, down, and drop. Now, this one right here is where you might be like, oh, I can only go here. You don't have to be able to come all the way here. I'm developing more range of motion as I do these, and I don't have as much range of motion on my left as I do on the right. So, up, okay? So that's another one that you could do. But I don't know if you, oh, okay, that was safer. Okay, you want to try that one with the external rotation? Then try that and see if that'll work. Yeah, if it's that bad, you might need it. You might need it reattached. Another one is like this. Let me move this back again for a second. This is a kind of an isometric one as well. And what you're going to do is you're going to get like in a cabinet or something, or a not a cabinet. I'm sorry, a like a countertop, and you push your fist like this, or your hand, the palm of your hand, down into the couch. So I'm going to keep pushing my palm down into the couch. So that's that isometric contraction I was talking about earlier. And then I'm going to walk it through a range of motion. So I'm going to start stepping back. And as I step back, I'm pushing down. I'm pushing down, down, down. I'm creating a lot of tension through here. And I'm trying to see how far I can go in the range of motion. Now, you may feel like just right here, and you may go, oh, okay, that's it. But if you can go all the way down and then still keep pushing, then that's good, and then you walk back. Okay? Thank you so much for the super hearts. Thank you, Frank. I hope this is helpful. Messed up the other shoulder, compensating, yeah. Oh, because you had it in a sling for a week. Yeah. Oh, crap. So you had one arm in a sling for a week, so you overcompensated with this side. I would get to work on both sides. Work on both sides now. That's why I'm doing, this is the side that was getting iffy, but I'm doing both sides. And I procrastinated some on this, guys, as far as like taking time doing it, because I knew a while back I needed to get serious about designating time for like, so I picked these exercises. I picked 1, 2, 3. I picked like 6 exercises that I'm doing regularly. And there's a bunch more. But I thought if I can just do these 6 and kind of get on a pattern of doing these daily, and then I'm gonna do it. I have classes tonight, so I can't do a whole lot. I'll definitely do these again tomorrow. But and so work on both sides, because now. Like you said, that's easy to do. We do that with all of our joints. This hip hurts, then we're putting more weight over on this side, and possibly going to cause strain on this side. This is the injured side, but now we've been compensating for our weakness, okay? And so the body's a kinetic chain, so it all works together, and everything from the feet up affects us. Okay, just strain. That's good, because if you're weak of ice. That's the other thing you want to do. I forgot about that. Okay, good. Then keep resting, keep doing the ice. Try to start gradually incorporating some of these exercises, and then hopefully it will be close to 100%. And then, but honestly, sleep position for me, yeah, sleeping, guys. I mean, that's another thing. If you can sleep on your back, try to sleep on your back. But I know that's not easy. Awkward sleep position from injury. So maybe you're sleeping differently because of the injury. Well, but yeah, the ice is important too. You can get an injection. Yeah. Oh, when you tore your rotator cuff, they gave you an injection and put you and told you to be on your way. Exactly. They're just like, see you later. It's like, no, aren't I supposed to do anything to like make this better so it didn't happen again? Like that, like rehab and exercises and yeah. So a lot of times people get those cortisone injections and they work, but unless you do the work to strengthen what was broken or injured or inflamed, then there's really no change. And so you want to be real careful about those injections. And along with that, once the inflammation is down, start doing rehab type exercises. Okay. Okay, guys, thanks so much for all the feedback and let me know how you guys are doing. Because the shoulder, again, it's that diaphragmal joint. It moves in so many different directions. We've got the circumduction, um, flexion, extension, hyperextension, horizontal abduction and adduction and abduction, and lateral. I mean, we just go, so we want to keep it strong and stable, strong and stable. So thanks so much, guys. I appreciate you so much. Go back and watch the replay, scrub through. You don't have to watch everything, but watch the exercises so you can give them a try. Let me know how it goes. And please subscribe if you're watching on HAPS. I look forward to seeing you guys later on. Take care.